friends. This is Jennifer. I hope you're doing well. Well, I just wanted to share something. I just wanted to say on this Motivational Monday, I've shared this a lot, and it's from the Bible. It's actually God's number one commandment, and I'll share it again because I think it's really important and it's really worth sharing and elaborating on. Jesus tells us that the number one commandment is the first commandment is to love God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and to love your neighbor as yourself. And what I've shared many times, well, first of all, God loves us completely. God loves us deeply. He loves us unconditionally. He loves us through and through. There's not one single thing that God doesn't love about us. There's not one single thing that God doesn't know about us. There's not any way at all that God does not fully accept us and embrace us and just love us and cherish us for exactly who He's created us to be. After all, God created us in His image and likeness of love. He knows us through and through, and He loves us as His beloved child with an everlasting love. But what I wanted to say is that in order to follow that commandment truly, in order to love our neighbor as ourselves and to love God too, we need to learn to love ourselves. We have to love ourselves because the only way, however we love ourselves, that's how we're going to love our neighbor. If we love ourselves unconditionally, if we embrace ourselves and accept ourselves and love ourselves deeply, we're going to love our neighbor in the same way. That just goes without saying. But if we're not able to accept ourselves, if we're not able to embrace ourselves and love ourselves for who truly God's created us to be, we're not going to be able to love our neighbor in that way. We're just not. And how are we going to love God if we can't love ourselves? We need to love ourselves. You know, I was accused one time of loving myself. You love yourself. I thought, I do. Of course I do. Yes, I do. And you should love yourself too. And shame on you if you don't. You probably don't know any better, but you really should. Not should. We're called to love ourselves and to love others and to love God. But to love God with all our hearts, all our souls, all our minds, to love our neighbors as ourselves. So love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. And give yourself a big hug. Tell yourself you love yourself. Look in the mirror every morning when you're getting ready for the day, and maybe not say it out loud, but say it in your heart. I love you. I love you, Jennifer. I love you. Say your name. Tell yourself that you love yourself, and know that that God loves you through and through. God loves you and knows you the most, and He loves you the best, and He loves you the most of all, of everybody in this world. He always has, and He always will. So I hope that inspires you today on this Motivational Monday. I hope it inspires you to love yourself even more, and to cherish yourself, and to embrace yourself, and to accept yourself for the beautiful, beautiful human being, the beautiful child of God that God has created you to be in His very own image and likeness of love. Okay, that's all for now. There'll be more to come. See you soon.